I'm still here. I don't know how many mothers out there that have ADD kids, but they scare you to death, you know? Like, they do the stupidest things. Like, they don't pay attention to anything. And you're like, you're gonna die, kid, before you're 10. Like, that was the case so many times for me. Either that or my mom thought that I would go to jail. She's voiced that to me many times. I remember one time I almost died. Big Ben. I mean, remember that drowning incident? That was scary, right? When I was, what, 5? Another time was at Big Bend National Park. There's this cool place called The Window, right? It's like, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds of feet. This cliff. They let you walk miles up there, you know? Gosh, I must have been 7, 8, around that time again. And we went there. It was close to Houston. And, we went there and we walked all the way up. And I hated myself for the hike. I hated my stepdad for making me do it, right? We get up there, and, I run ahead. My stepbrother at the time, my older stepbrother, was with us from my stepdad. And we run up there, and I get up there, and I'm like, hey, brother, I want to see what it looks like. Because it kind of curved. It wasn't like a straight down cliff. So you really couldn't see all the way to the bottom, and I wanted to stupid, and I wanted to see over the bottom. I remember that he was holding me and just letting me lean a little bit. And I remember slipping. There's no railing on this thing. It's 400 or 500 feet to your death. I mean, I remember slipping and almost falling off right there, and he re-caught me and pulled me back up. Another scary experience. Gosh. Hopefully God was in charge of that one too. I freaked my mom out. I'm glad she didn't see that. It would have screwed my life up more, I think. Another time was when I was finishing nursing school. This is, I don't know how many of you have been in car accidents, and I'm even more sad, doctor, if you know people that have died, I've known people that have died. But so nursing school, the boards, it's called the NCLEX. Sometimes there's people against you, right? It seems like the world's against you sometimes, and it's lonely, and you're lonely, and you're divorced, and you get your kids, every other weekend and once a week, about as much as prisoners get, right? Anyway, it's you're lonely, and you're pissed, and you're mad, and you're having to do this on your own again, and but some good things around the corner. I was about to pass nursing school, and I just remember, oh man, I was working for my job. I worked for a janitor company, right? I was a janitor, or a project manager for a janitor company. I travel around a lot and do big buildings and stuff. One of them was, I don't know, an hour away, but there was this big bend, man, and this guy just rammed right into the side of me at 60 miles an hour. He's on his phone, older guy. I turned right in time. My car was just totaled, but if my kid, one of my little penguins, is in the back, they would have just died. I just know it. I turned right in time to where he didn't hit me in the side of my door. He hit the passenger side. But thank God nobody was in the car. Oh, and that was the day before my boards, my NCLEX. Because I turned like that, I was minimally hurt. I had some small scarring on my left arm. Didn't even have to go into the hospital. Didn't even have lower back pain. Nothing. But this guy was going 70 miles an hour, hitting me blindsided in the side. Would have killed my kid. Maybe both of them. I don't know. But I was able to take my boards the next day. Had to find another car, another way up there. And I passed the first try. That was a memory. Another thing where it's like, maybe God wants you to be alive a little longer, right? For real. Oh my gosh. I miss that car that he totaled. I actually lived in that car during nursing school. Probably almost died that year too. I got divorced and I lived in my car for about a year, you know. It gets cold. It gets hot. You know, it gets uncomfortable. It hurts your back a little bit. You have to find places to shower. I worked an insane amount. Man, I think I worked 22-hour days. Like, that including school and travel and stuff. But I was only on 2 hours of sleep. Probably could have killed myself, but my body kind of got used to it, I think. It's cool once you go through that kind of stuff. Once you survive that, you're like, feel a little bit stronger. You feel like, you don't feel invincible anymore, right? But you feel like, you know what? I went through that experience. I almost died. I survived. I can get through the next. I think in some ways, though, those are easier to get through than the really, the slow burn experiences, I guess you could call them, right? I feel like in my life, you know, the daily, drudgery, right? The daily grind is harder to deal with than an accident or falling off of a cliff. So, oh, so true. Oh my gosh, thanks, doctor, for listening to me. Oh gosh. Have a good night. Okay, bye.